to the political scene in Egypt, but let's take a look at the bigger picture and understand the relationship in the Middle East. We're going to look at a picture and we're going to understand the relationship in the Middle East. And now we're going to understand the relationship in the Middle East. And it's going to start with Egypt, and then Muslim Brotherhood, and then Hamas, Saudi and the Gulf, Qatar, Assad, and then Syrian rebels, and the Lebanese Sunni, and the Lebanese Shia. And the relationship is as follows. Egypt hates the Muslim Brotherhood, and then Assad hates the Muslim Brotherhood, and then Saudi Arabia and the Gulf hates the Muslim Brotherhood, and then we have Qatar hates Egypt. And then we have Hamas hates Egypt. Qatar hates Assad. And Lebanese Sunni hates Assad. And Lebanese Shiite hates Syrian rebels. And now we're going to go to the supporting side. Saudi Arabia and Gulf supports Egypt. Saudi Arabia and Gulf supports Lebanese Sunni. Qatar supports Hamas. Qatar supports the Muslim Brotherhood. Qatar supports the Syrian rebels. Hamas supports the Syrian rebels. Lebanese Sunni supports the Syrian rebels. And now we will have with us the relationships of the Middle East and other powers. We're going to have with us the United States and Al-Qaeda and Iran and Israel and Turkey and Russia. And there's hate between the United States and the Middle East. And the United States hates Al-Qaeda. And the United States hates Hamas. And the United States hates Iran. And the United States hates Assad. And the United States supports the Syrian rebels. United States supports Israel, and United States supports Saudi Arabia and Gulf, and United States supports the Muslim Brotherhood. And the relationship between the United States and Egypt is not clear. And Israel supports the Syrian rebels. And Israel hates Hamas. And Israel hates Assad. And as in Turkey, Turkey hates Assad. And Turkey hates Egypt. And Turkey supports the Muslim Brotherhood. Turkey supports the Syrian rebels. And in Al-Qaeda. The Qaeda hates Saudi Arabia and Gulf. And Qaeda hates Al-Assad. And Al-Qaeda supports the Syrian rebels. And in Iran. Iran hates the Syrian rebels. And Iran hates Israel. And Iran supports Assad. And Iran supports the Lebanese Shiite. Iran supports Hamas. And as in Russia's relations, Russia hates the Syrian rebels. And Russia supports Assad. And as we see, this is the chart that shows us the Middle East and shows us the relation in the Middle East between the countries, and then shows us the relationship. We're gonna say Russia again. The relationship in Russia. Russia hates the Syrian rebels. And Russia supports Assad. And this was the chart that we saw. This is the chart that we saw in the end, the final picture between the Middle East connections, and as I say, the supports and the hates. And if he shows that it shows that the blue is the one that supports, and the red are the ones that they hate, is the arrows. And after the connection in the Middle East, it shows us America and Al-Qaeda and Israel and Turkey and Russia. And it shows the connection between them and the Middle East. And now that we've looked at the Middle East and seen the bigger pictures, let's see the latest statement from President Barack Obama about the concerning situation in Syria. And we see now the video of Barack Obama, the latest statement about the concerning situations in Syria.